Hey, welcome back to Dorkies. I'm Sean.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Cody.
And as you can see, we have a special guest. Not special in the way that I'm special, just it's a special occasion. We have a special guest. It's Devon!
Hello. Most of you probably know me. I would assume, anyway.
There's about 7 people that watch this.
All 7 of you probably know me.
Yeah, so this is our first episode of the new year, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. We haven't guessed.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't make one. We haven't made one since the Christmas special.
Yeah.
So this is
I've only committed 20 crimes this year.
Checks the date. I mean,
That's stuff for Cody records.
I think
Cody
I'm doing
doing.
rather well.
I think I'm doing
I haven't got
rather.
caught yet, so...
The audio on this one is probably going to be the most jank of all, because I thought you got a microphone.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to bring it.
Why would it be the most jank of all? It's
Because it's farthest away.
I mean,
it's
we're,
like 3
we're,
feet.
we're probably loud enough for
Well,
it to
it's
kinda
not
pick
3
up.
feet.
That's
okay.
me.
The
The distance between that table and us is me,
I
Devin.
meant 3 feet farther away.
Actually,
Thank
it's
you.
probably might be you in a foot, actually.
Me and
Maybe.
a foot. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not laying down. That's going to be an
You should do that.
interesting. All right, screw it. We're going to start this off with a legendary moment already. All right. Literally,
It is you.
it's me.
It is him.
Oh, I am fat.
I
Yeah.
gotta say you're short. But anyways.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'5", I think.
Really? I thought you were taller than that.
No.
I figure 5'6".
I was going to say 5'8". Okay.
If you think I'm 5'8",
Fascinating.
I haven't stood like right next to you in a hot minute. So.
you stood right next to me when you walked
But
in.
I wasn't like, hello, Sean.
Well, you're not tall enough to do that.
But I wasn't like looking for your
Hey, Sean,
height. I just
That's
walked
a good
in.
point. Just an interaction.
Sean, you know, this big.
I hate you so much right now. You know, Devin is not going to swear at all during this, because he's a pristine little church boy.
I don't know about pristine. I try.
Tries his hardest.
Yes.
He's a pristine little Jesus boy, and he doesn't like swearing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care, as you can tell.
It's your podcast, so.
What?
It's your podcast, so.
Yeah. Like, I think Cody doesn't swear.
I don't
No,
really
I think he's
understand.
swear a
He
few
said,
times, I think.
I said it once. He said, fuck you, Disney, in one, but I don't think we uploaded that one.
No, I didn't.
Did we?
I
I don't think we did.
No, there's a distinct moment I remember you say when we were recording and you went, fuck you, Disney.
That's like the only time I've sworn in like 6 months, man. On
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so the first thing I want to talk about doesn't really have anything to do with us having a special guest. I have just recently finished the video game Sonic Unleashed. You can make fun of me for being a child. I like childish thing. No.
What did you say?
He said furry.
I was going to say, what's that?
If you're not, if you play Sonic Unleashed, he becomes like a
We
werewolf
both know
at
you
night.
like
Oh,
Amy.
okay.
We both know you like Amy a lot.
Stop.
No,
Go look, certain
Cody,
websites
We're not
for
taking the
Oh,
furry joke.
Cody.
No.
He's in the Rouge the Bat.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes, it's
Rouge-
true. It's true.
Devin, if you're not into the Sonic lore, Rouge the Bat is the one that actually has tits.
Oh my god.
They
I know.
actually modeled. I'm not making this up. They modeled.
Yeah, I didn't.
Devin's already.
Devin's already been traumatized. Devin's
Devin
already
already
like,
wants to
I've made a
leave."
mistake.
Devin already
They
wants
locked
to
me in
leave.
here. Help.
You know, but I just want to rant about the end of Sonic Unleashed. Because if you have played this particular Sonic game, you will know that, unless you play it on the most recent Xbox model, you're going to suffer from frame rate drops at the very least. Back on the Xbox 360, it ran at like 2 frames per second at certain points, right? Like, from a technical standpoint, for 2008, this game was very ahead of its time.
2 frames a
Yeah, it's a
second.
great game.
No, because the hardware itself physically couldn't handle how much shit was being
okay.
put into the actual environment that you're in.
Well, you can be ahead of your time, and that's great and all, but if you're too ahead of your time for the technology, then
Right. That's the
it's nothing
thing.
to brag about.
That's what happened with I think that was part of the problem with the Virtual Boy. Like, they had, like, part of the problem. If they had a color screen, it probably would have sold a lot better, but they needed
That
to keep
and
price
maybe,
down.
that and maybe not cause as much headaches. I think.
Yeah.
Was it like red screen or something?
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
red,
red
and
and
black was just, like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you're ever sitting... Okay. off topic, but I like before Halloween I watched Hotel Transylvania because it was on Netflix, and it was just like I have it on DVD. It's just our current entertainment system, it like desyncs regular DVDs, but it's in sync with like mouth movements.
Okay.
It's like it'll be like a couple frames ahead, but it's noticeable, right? It's weird. It's really, really weird. But so, and that irritates me. So I watched it on Netflix, and at the end of that movie, like they put like the credits are white, but the screen itself is just entirely red. And when you're sitting in a dark room, and then that red hits your eyes, you're just like, I hate that. Like, but anyway, back to Sonic Unleashed. The end of this game, like, granted, I'm not particularly great at video games. The end of this game is the second most painful experience I've had with a video game. The most painful experience I've had is on a level called Cortex Castle in Crash Bandicoot 4. Where the first time I played that level, I died, I shit you not, 277 times.
You kept track.
There was a death counter because I didn't play it on classic mode, which if I had played it on classic mode, I don't think part of that wall back there would exist, Devin. Right, now the thing, now Sonic Unleashed, oh god, the end of this game. First you gotta suffer through Eggman Land, which is like the big penultimate level, last normal level before boss battles. To the person who designed this level, who hurt you? You need therapy. Why would you design it this way? I game overed on this stage at least 30 times. At least. Like, there's not a game over tracker. I just... like, it was pain. And it's like... And the thing is, like... And with me, I think my final time when I finally beat the damn thing, the final time was 32 minutes. For a Sonic level. Granted, over half of it, you're in werewolf mode, not really doing Sonic gameplay, and just beating the ever-loving hell out of Y to go through enemies, because they thought, hey, we're going to make this 50% regular Sonic game, 50% this werewolf beat-em-up bullshit. Except it's not 50% in reality, because whilst Sonic levels can be very long physically, you get through them in like 2-3 minutes, because it's Sonic, and he's going faster than the speed of sound.
Heck, I beat, I think, what was it? I can't remember which one it is now, but the one on the Switch, I don't remember what it's called.
Forces?
Yeah, Forces. I beat that one, like, during, like, quarantine. And I was like...
That's a 3-hour game.
I played it off and on. I think I beat it before 3 hours, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's a very quick game. I have it. I almost could, at a certain point, like, I was like, yeah, it's not a... Sonic Forces is not a great game, but at least I wasn't ready to murder somebody when I was playing that game.
The only Sonic game I've ever played was the original Sonic type games. You know what I mean?
Oh, on the Genesis ones?
Like, yeah, they made them for the DS as well, so
right.
you could play them. So yeah, they were super fun.
Yeah.
Growing up. And I can't imagine how you progress from that.
Well, they certainly did. Not all of it was great.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I know some a lot like Sonic Heroes.
Right, you know, I remember that game. I never beat it. It was just because I was really bad at games when I was a young kid. But I have it. It's in my basement with a PS2 I bought from my buddy Hunter, which I highly doubt he's ever going to appear on this podcast.
Never know.
Yeah,
It could happen.
He could. But
I think the only Sonic game I've ever played was like, did you guys ever use a leapfrog? It's
like the leaps.
I know
Are
what
you
you're
kidding,
talking
dude? You just unlocked something in my mind.
Well, I totally forgot about this game until you brought it up. But like, it had the little cartridges. And
Yeah,
you put it in the top,
yeah.
and it's like those learning games.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I still have one.
I think I had one for like Thomas Tank Engine. I think.
Oh
yeah, no, I had that one too. Like we gave all that stuff away to our neighbors.
I don't even know where mine went.
I have no idea where mine's at.
Mine probably killed itself.
It's just it's like Toy Story 3. I haven't been played. Kill me.
Toy Story 3, but for adults.
But
End me now!
please! Just kill me! Set me on fire, man! I don't know!
Send me to the dumpster!
I don't think that's what they wanted. No.
I think at that point, might have taken it.
Absolutely.
They accepted it, but not willingly.
Not
Did
willing.
you see the movie? They were sad at the end.
Devin, I haven't watched that movie in like 10 years.
So did I. But I remember that.
If they're not playing for how long, they probably would want that instead.
Well,
Huh? It's just they're chilling in a box for 40 years.
yeah, but they were happy in the box though. They had each other.
No, they weren't.
They
Oh,
wanted to
no,
leave.
no, wait. I'm thinking of a different. What was that movie where they're like, "We're gonna go to the attic. It's gonna be great." That was Toy
That
Story
is
3.
Toy Story 3.
That was-
They're not
that was-
happy at
that
the
was
beginning
Woody.
of that movie, Devin.
Well, they were more happy than.
Nah, Devin, that was
best
Woody.
part
They were
Woody
still
was-
depressed.
Woody
best
was
part
the
of that
one.
movie,
Woody
you're right.
was
When they
the
went
one
into
going to the
incinerator.
attic. The rest were all like, "Boo! I hate this."
No.
You're right.
Like
It
they
was
were,
Woody.
everybody was depressed in that movie.
The best part
They
of
were
that movie.
trying to make the best of it, and
They
then
were-
they got thrown out.
Yeah, no, and then
By
they went
accident.
sent to the daycare, and then Lotso's just insane.
Listen, the best part of that movie is
Why
when
do
they-
I remember all this plot? I don't know. Thank you, autism. That's the one
be
thing that comes in handy.
To be fair,
Guys, the
I think
best,
everyone would want to avoid the
the
kids.
best part of that movie is when they went to the incinerator and they all accepted their deaths. It was the
That's
best
not
part.
how the movie ends.
You're
I
missing,
know.
You're leaving out a
You're-
crucial
you're-
part where they
you're leaving-
didn't die.
Although apparently there was an edit like shortly after the movie came
I
out
heard
where
about that.
somebody like just cut it there
That's
and
where I
played
saw
the
the video of
credits
it.
and
Yeah.
just
And-
went
And they played it for like their mom, and she's like, "That can't be how it ends."
That's where I see.
Like it just faded to black as they were going down into the incinerator, and she's like,
Such a great.
Okay, but Eggman Land, I put together, and this is like including, you know, a full day and an afternoon after school, and plus another 3 hours. So like 12 plus 7 plus 3. That is how long it
22.
took me to beat this damn level. What?
22.
22 hours to beat one level that, if you know what's coming up and you know what you're doing, at best will take you over half an hour to beat
for a Sonic game.
for a Sonic game, which is really sad.
I'll be honest. I
So,
kind of want to. I kind of
you're
want to
bad.
see Sean play
You're bad.
Sonic and the Black Knight and see what he does with that one. Because that one you have to rely on the Wii remote motion
Oh my
controls.
god.
And I want to see how many.
Well,
he
I
gets.
think if you have like the Wii Motion Plus, it might be better.
Oh, no,
I
I
don't
don't
it's a
know.
lot. It's a lot better. than
Like, because
this
it's got like a
normal
gyroscope in it, right?
I don't know, but I know it's a lot better.
Yeah,
No,
I know
Sean, you
I know
think,
what
you,
you're
I think I'm making Sean play with the Wii remote.
Oh god,
Let's do
like
it.
like the original.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and,
no.
And the nunchuck. You're
Oh
getting,
god. Hey, I mean,
I will
hey,
bu- I will-
hey,
I will
I've tossed
buy.
this idea to Cody. I've tossed this. I don't think I've tossed this idea to you yet, but Dorkies Gaming,
Oh,
like a ripoff of Game Grumps. Come on, dude.
spin off.
like, I mean, that could be its own separate channel.
It could
That would
be.
do actually probably really well.
Hey, eventually we could probably figure out how to split this to its own channel too.
Yeah,
If I ever figure out how to do that.
yeah.
It's
No,
just-
it's not.
It's
It's not difficult. You
It's
just
not
need to
difficult,
know.
but for some reason, like it won't let me do it.
You need a laptop, dude.
I know where I got one this for my birthday, so once I get that set up, I'll get my.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can-
No one's gonna.
And I have
Alright, then.
and I have a capture card too. So.
Let's go,
That's
dude.
Yeah.
Like-
so that I can actually catch
Yeah.
footage now.
Like, yeah, no, we might be able to make, like, somewhat decent content. It'll certainly be better than what this kid did when he was 12.
I've got
You
a.
had to bring that up.
Yes, I did.
That's the whole reason you wanted me here, isn't it? So we could talk
I
about
mean,
that.
I remembered it when I,
You
said the
texted me
idea.
yesterday and said, "Look what
What I found.
believe
Look
I
what I
didn't, like-
found that I went out of my way to find
Yeah.
during a study hall.
Yeah.
To be fair, I actually forget when I found this. I found one of Sammy's Watts' old videos.
I didn't know you made
No.
old videos.
It's like one video, I think, and I can't remember if I saved it or not.
Oh, I need to see this.
It's like
I-
it's clearly a younger Sammy though.
Oh yeah, no, but Devin,
If I
I
can-
Oh,
only-
if I-
mine are
if I
clearly
find
a
it-
younger me.
If I find it, I'll send
you're
you.
very clear, a fatter you.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
My
and
dad,
you-
even my dad sometimes, like, a memory would come up on Facebook of a picture of me from when I was in middle school, and he's like, "Man, you were fat."
that's the weird thing. Like, we were in middle school at the same time because I didn't fuck up till last year. But, well, but we were in middle school at the same time. I don't remember you being fat.
I'm glad.
Like I guess it just didn't register. Maybe I wasn't fat yet. I don't know.
So you weren't
To
looking
be
for
fair,
that
I don't
people?
really.
I guess.
To be fair, we don't really remember weights that much in middle school. I don't think.
Nah.
Like, you don't really remember much from
I
it.
don't remember much
I
of
mean,
this.
Yeah.
No, I remember a lot of 6th grade. I've
Well.
suppressed a lot of 6th grade. You were there. You
we
remember
weren't
me.
we weren't like together a lot though.
No, we weren't, but we interacted.
I remember you
Remember-
more from elementary school, I think.
Sean.
I don't remember a whole lot.
I
of
know what your
elementary
favorite
school.
part of 6th
I
grade
remember 4th
Mrs.
grade.
Dirt was
Oh,
absolutely
I didn't
Okay.
think she was that bad.
Okay,
She
I'm
was
gonna
awful.
say.
No,
Can I just say this? Can we just stop doxing people?
I'm not really doxing her that well. That's the thing.
I had known her for like years before because my mom and her taught together.
Right.
So I knew her already. I
Okay,
She could-
but here's the thing: you had prior knowledge, so you didn't have any problems with her because you knew what pissed her off.
She could pair me up with Elliot. Remember
Oh,
Elliot Brown?
God.
She could-
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Dirk can pair me up with her.
again
Yeah.
doxing people.
We're not really doxing.
Quit,
we're not,
dude! Quit doxing people!
We're not doxing them.
Quit saying their actual names. This is why I moved the location of filming to the house instead of the school.
It was at the school.
The first one was at the school.
And you really,
We doxed
The
ourselves.
pilot.
The pilot
Yeah,
was
yeah,
at the
yeah.
school.
Okay, I never saw the pilot.
to be fair, I don't think most have.
I think I
it's-
clicked on the pilot and watched like 2 minutes of it.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Okay.
It's
It is
Again.
not good.
it's a pilot. It's not meant to be good.
It's not meant to be good.
It's not the
That's why we moved it to my deck. Out here.
It'd be interesting to do right now. Go out to your deck. Have you
No.
ever seen those guys on like Instagram reels that sit out with the coffee mugs and tell dad jokes and they're like always snow filled in their mugs and they've got like snow on their heads and
Let's
no.
do it.
Oh,
Let's do it.
I've seen the videos with the guys sitting in their chair. It's like at a boat dock as well, right? A lot
yeah,
of
they
the
do
time.
it. They do it different places.
Right. Like the guys that tell dad jokes and try, like what kind of doctor was Dr. Pepper? Physician.
And they just sit there.
Yep. Okay. What was I talking about? Sonic Unleashed. Okay. So after you beat that level, you have to do 3 boss fights in a row. 1, 2, 3. Rapid fire. And, like, here's the thing. I wouldn't have a problem with this if the first one wasn't very clearly counted as its own separate stage. Because the following 2... No, it might actually be 4, because there's a bunch of phases to them. I don't even know at this point. But, like, this is how insane this drove me.
Like,
so
insane.
Like,
He can't-
seriously, dude.
It
Dude,
drove him so
And-
insane he can't remember.
dude, it took
Blinded
me...
by rage.
Dude, I started Eggman Land yesterday at, like, 9:30 in the morning. I finally got through that at 1:20. The rest of the day, until, like, 8:20, was these 3 goddamn boss battles. Pain! 7 hours on one thing.
And the thing that gets me is it doesn't sound like the rest of the game was that hard.
No!
Like it wouldn't be bad
No.
if the rest of the game was
Okay.
that hard.
So, okay, the negative thing I can say about the rest of the game is that it can get tedious, because in order to unlock levels, you have to collect sun and moon medals, right? There's like 200 of them. The problem with that is, a lot of the time, you know, they're not in your direct path in the regular Sonic levels, and they're hidden in stupid-ass places in the Werehog levels. So, right? So, like, the last the last typical Sonic level of the game, where it's entirely Sonic, because on Eggman Land, while the stage is actively going, you have to switch between Sonic and the Werehog, right? So, like, but, like, the rest of this game, at one point, I went to do a level, like the last standard Sonic level of the game, and the game said, you need 30 sun medals. 30. To the guy who made that decision, I just want to talk. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. I just want to shoot you. I just want to talk to you. This is a Nerf gun.
It's also unloaded.
Correct.
Yeah, they're all unloaded, man.
I was gonna-
Take your pick.
We haven't used those in years. The last time they were used was for the Christmas thumbnail.
True.
Have you used them since last year?
I
You're
like
such a
that
good
one.
dad someday.
I liked that one. I liked that one.
Dad jokes are already being prepared to speak.
I make dad jokes all the time. Right? A lot of mine are just like, a lot of them are dark. The dark variety
I
of
don't know
bad
if a dad
joke.
joke can be dark. Like the nature
It
of a
is if
dad
you,
joke
it,
is
it can be if you left. That's the kind of dad joke.
I wouldn't call that a dad joke.
It's a dad left joke.
That was in a way, that one was a dad joke.
No way.
It was a joke about my dad.
I did not see that coming. I don't know how.
I was gonna say, I've made like 30 of these in front of you in rapid fire before. Like,
Oh yeah.
right? But like, so that just gets tedious. But at least getting the 30 sun medals, at least it was only 4 or 5 hours of my day, not.
It's like a quarter of your day.
A quarter of his day waiting.
Okay,
on a
listen,
level.
it was like at least it was only that. And again, if you know where everything is, apparently you can get through this game playing normally, not even trying to do glitches. You can apparently get through this game in like 7 hours. But I don't know where everything is, and I'm bad at games.
Mm-hmm.
So
What's quest?
you can imagine. What?
Nah, you should just do the game where you try to get only glitches.
Yeah, no, I'm not becoming a speedrunner.
Well, it's not even a speedrun, just do glitches, it's funny.
Nah, I'm good. That can be the first episode of Dorkies Gaming.
Yeah, where we
Because
just torture
glitches
you.
and Sonic.
We'll just put you on a task of beating this game, and it's just gonna be the most torturous game ever.
Oh god.
What's that ET game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Atari.
Oh, the
game?
Atari one.
Oh,
That
God.
was like,
What?
that
So
was-
we gotta track
Actually
down.
impossible. Yeah.
That
We
was
have to
buried
track
in
down
Maryland,
like a
Arizona, I
50-year-old
think.
console and a beat-up ass cartridge.
I had an Atari controller. I don't know.
We have one of those like the plug and play
I don't
replica
know-
things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it has it, but my grandmother or Nana, she was my Nana, she gave me like this Atari thing that has like a bunch of games on it. I should check to see
Yeah.
if it has that.
You should.
The guy
Yeah,
who
it
made
probably
doubt it.
won't
I
because
doubt
that's
it.
like a
doubt
licensed
I
thing.
doubt that it does, but I really want to check now.
The guy who made Atari, that ET game for the Atari, was
Yeah.
actually proud of it.
Like he did it in like 8 days as well.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like-
For an 8-day game, it's okay.
Like for an 8-day game in like the early 80s or whenever for a 1970s system, it's impressive that it's even remotely close to coherent in any fashion.
Yeah.
But right, but like these 3 boss battles. Imagine sitting there for 7 hours, having to do the same level over and over and over, and also having to check the fire every hour.
That's how you run the console. That's how you make your electricity.
No, that's how we make the heat, Devin.
It's over.
It was a
again.
joke. You can laugh.
It's
You know,
over
it was a
again.
joke. It just wasn't that funny.
I just cut off
I
your
deserve
limbs.
that.
I just cut off your- Cody's just being Cody. This game, like, I wanted to throw my controller at multiple points, but I couldn't because I'm not ruining my sick ass Pink Floyd Live at Pulse poster. I'm
I
not.
thought it was a controller for a second.
So did I. I was like, whoa.
I didn't hear they made this kind of controller.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Like, I mean, it would suck to destroy the controller as well,
But the poster.
but the poster is
more
cooler.
cool.
But the poster is cooler.
That controller's what, $60? And you're gonna
Well, it's an
destroy it.
Xbox One S controller,
Oh, okay.
which is nearing 10 years old, but
That's probably
like
more-
within the
probably-
year, I think it'll
well,
be 10
it's
years
you,
old.
so it's probably not as high as it could be if it was like
Yeah, no.
stuff, but-
And
Probably
especially,
pretty
you know,
good.
like, because the controller I use now, I only use because like the one thumbstick on the one I used before that. Actually, I'm just gonna go grab the one I used to use and show you. Carry the
All right,
point.
let's take this podcast over. Let's talk about that one actor that was completely and utterly obnoxious and
Oh, is this the one we were talking about earlier?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Aquafina one?
Okay.
Aquafina.
She is
What?
so obnoxious.
So she's the one that like she's like.
Scoot.
Do you know the recent Disney movie?
Move.
Little Mermaid.
Rachel Ziegler.
The Little Mermaid one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's when he played the Scatterbug.
okay.
One of those squawk squawk.
Okay, so y'all
Scuttle?
aren't gonna be able to see
What?
this.
Scuttle?
Yeah, in the live action they made them a female, I guess.
Oh, I didn't even know
Okay,
that.
so
I know,
actually,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
watch
bring
it.
this
I
up.
just know they made like
So look at
the
this
voice so nasally.
stick here. It's like, oh god, where is the hell? Okay, look, if you notice, this little lip has been worn down significantly. I'm just gonna show you that, right? So imagine like trying to do that
Yeah.
at a certain point, and
Just
it's
missed the stick.
no, you don't miss the stick. You're
Oh, I
it's
missed.
just your hand slides off, right? Especially when it's, sweaty when you've been sitting there for at least 3 hours on a good day. Or on a bad day, 3 hours. But, so I don't use this controller anymore. So I can only imagine the hell that this game would have been had I used what I call the shitty controller. If my friends come over, this is the controller I give them.
How kind.
What?
How kind.
And it's also the only other one I have.
Yeah.
The weenie
So I'm gonna
go
put this
controller.
back in the thing. Back in the
Alright.
Go
Kyle,
to,
still
there's actually a game I just thought of.
What game?
But so this is a weird game. So if you guys know, we talked about FNAF a while ago.
This very niche game. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Five Nights at Freddy.
No, so this one's a slightly a spin-off. FNAF World.
You're gonna have to beat me.
In the update 2, they released a rage game with this weird rainbow. That's very annoying. I think we should have Sean play that.
Oh,
Because
God.
that's a rage mini game.
Oh,
It has made me my sister so angry sometimes.
You know what?
Give me a game.
And others. It has
You know what
made
else
some.
is a rage game? Like any Crash Bandicoot game.
I've never played them.
Neither have I, actually.
Okay,
Never
if you're
mind.
going to play
Yes.
them, play the Insane Trilogy version of Crash Bandicoot 1, because the original Crash 1, his jump is so much worse. It's weird. I remember playing this game, and I remember it being hard as hell, and I couldn't get past, the first couple levels.
Yeah.
Right?
Lots of the games I remember being hard from when I was a kid were just because I was a kid.
Right.
And now if
I
I play it
remember, I
again,
remember I got stuck at I don't remember what level it was. I think it was the third or fourth one. I got stuck on Sonic Generations for the 3DS.
I played the
If I played it now, I probably could beat it.
yeah.
I played the Arkham games for Batman, when I was 10, and I couldn't beat it.
That
And
might
now I
explain
can
some
play
things.
it. Now I can play it, and
Also,
I
couldn't
can
play
beat
the
it.
Arkham to the 10 makes sense.
That might
It
explain.
makes sense.
That might explain some things.
No wonder y'all.
But,
I
favorite
always
character
was
just the
Joker.
Joker by far.
But anyway,
I
of
think-
course, that
of
makes
course.
sense.
But a lot of the video games I played as a kid were licensed games,
Oh,
What do you mean?
like the licensed
legal?
movie games.
so
Okay.
like Disney shows, movies,
Yeah.
TV shows,
Right,
that,
like-
probably.
Now the one I remember quite a lot because I actually went back and beat this. I was 12 when I beat it, but it was a game. Even at the time, I remember it being a game from my childhood, which I was still experiencing technically.
Second.
So, but Cars International. I don't know what the people making the first couple Cars games were thinking, but they were thinking very well because those games were so fun. You had that open world hub, you could run into people, they'd say funny
People?
shit. You could run into
People.
other cars.
Yeah! Murder!
Kill them all.
It was more like people in a Cars game.
Yeah, it was more
Not
like
like yay murder.
yeah, no, it was more like you could run into other cars and they would say funny
Okay.
shit.
I had one for the Wii. I forget what it was called, but it was a Cars game, and it was it had that open world
Yeah.
thing too. I forget
Are
what
we
it was
talking
called.
about Cars as in the Pixar one, or
Yeah.
Cars as in regular Cars?
Cars is in the
Pixar.
Pixar.
Oh yeah, then I have a 3DS version.
Oh,
game
so do
of
I.
Cars 2,
I have
and I've lost that one.
Yo,
That's
the
only-
DS game of
that
Cars
is
2 was
the-
actually really
That
fun.
is the only game I've ever actually lost and cannot find.
I'm sure I could
Cars
find
2
it
for the
online.
3DS.
Oh, yeah, no, and then there was also Cars 2 for the DS as well, which that's what I had.
I mean, that makes sense. They did, for some reason they did, some reason they do, and they still do sometimes, they'll have, new games come out on older consoles. Why did I pull out this light
Yeah,
bulb?
where'd
I was
that
gonna
come from?
say.
iPocket. I think
That was out of
I
pocket.
think it was Just Dance
I like
2024.
that one.
They released it on the Wii as well. Oddly enough.
Right.
Look it up. Look up
Son-
20.
Sonic
They
and-
don't make Wii games anymore.
I
That's-
know, that's the weird part.
the last one that came out, I believe, was Just Dance 2020. The last
Did
Wii
you
game
just say
that came.
Just Dance 2024, or did you say
I think it
2020?
was 2024. Might be,
Okay.
it might have been that one. I
Yeah,
don't
no.
keep track of Just Dance lore.
Yeah.
Neither do
Lore.
I mean, according to
Lore.
according to game theory, there is Just Dance lore. So, I'm not making this up.
Oh my
Also,
God.
Matt Pat's retiring in
I
March.
saw
Yeah,
that.
they did.
Such a
I don't
sad-
even I don't watch game theory, but I did when I was younger. It's
It's
sometimes.
just aw.
Yeah, I know. He's
Like
such a,
here's the thing. I think it's gonna be like a Smosh when Anthony left situation where
and
I
then he's
think
gonna go do other
like
things.
no, I think initially that the views on the channel are gonna tank,
Oh, definitely.
right?
Yeah.
Because they'll watch it like, a couple of minutes.
Oh, somebody
in the
else
rise.
taking over.
Right.
Okay.
You know, he's got like that's why he's hired on a bunch of people is what he mentions. Like
He said he's still gonna stay involved.
He's
but-
gonna stay
He's
involved.
more of a
but-
manager now.
Right. Right. Like I mean, hey, he doesn't have to worry about FNAF lore anymore. So
No, they're gonna make
It's
him
over.
come.
You can
No,
finally rest.
they're gonna make him come back and make him do the FNAF ones. I call it. You're gonna be get back to
no,
work.
I think he's
Yeah.
gonna do those voluntarily because I think he's like he clearly likes theorizing. Otherwise, he wouldn't have kept doing it this long.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Although I think it was a very stupid decision to start doing like 8 videos a week now
Yeah, that's a lot.
because he's got 4 plus
Dude,
whatever he does
that-
on GT Live.
4 channels, the live one, and he's a family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he has a kid.
Yeah.
Like
That's why I mean my family. I mean
Yeah,
my kids,
right.
My wife, but...
it's like it's,
How does he have the time for this? Is the real question.
it's called that's his job.
Like, no, like, how does he have time
Yeah,
for
but this
all
is
of
like
it?
a really intense job.
It's
It's,
just
not
a
like
real-
a 9 to 5.
8
It's-
videos
A week.
a week.
100-hour
He
week.
probably does like a couple weeks where he just works like crazy and then
And then
has
he just-
a week or so off.
And then he has, and he's just like, I can shit in peace.
then
Like,
there's
Why is that the first thing that came to your mind?
Devin, it's me. Are you
Not
surprised?
like, oh, I get to spend time with my family.
then there's me where I just upload randomly at a time.
Just
Yeah.
upload randomly. I don't think this has been consistent. It's been
Nothing fun.
It's
Sean.
been one a month.
Sean.
What?
Nothing I post is consistent.
It's a good point, right? But this has been like, you know. But here's the thing. I was thinking with Dorkies Gaming, we could do like group videos and then videos where it's sometimes just 2 of us and then just 1 of us.
That could
Sometimes.
work actually.
Right?
I've seen people do that.
So I feel like the one that would come out most consistently would be me, but it would be like Forza Funny Moments Part 197. Like,
I feel like the most consistent part of Dorkies Gaming would probably be us 2, then just Cody randomly joining one of us.
yeah, no, you know, like it would be like it would wind up being, you know, and we'd play through games with actual stories as well, and we could probably do like half of those in one session, and then the second half in the next one, you know, like and just split them up, but not in the way that Game Grumps does it. Like,
Heck, we could even we could still use guest 2 probably.
like Devin comes in. Like,
With all my gaming expertise.
I bet a lot of, if we do get comments, a lot of them are going to be like, Devin didn't say a whole lot.
We did get one video where we had criticism, right?
Oh no, this was actually in real life though. So
Okay.
you know, you're not. I'm not gonna say who it was because I'm gonna say who it is anyway later. But they're like, during the FNAF review, you didn't show any film film of the Avatar movie. I'm like,
What?
that's not a joke. That is what they said.
I don't even remember talking about Avatar.
No, neither do I.
I'm not
Granted, it was a
joking.
month ago.
That's
But
what they said. And I'm like,
was it the midget?
yes,
Okay.
Louis.
What?
Louis. I call him the midget.
Oh.
Or Summer. I don't know what you know him as.
Doxing. You just
Yeah,
doxed
you
the
just
person.
doxed
I
it.
didn't say their last name.
This is online. You gotta be careful, man.
You gotta be careful, dude.
We've
Fine.
already doxed ourselves.
Oompa Loompa.
No, we
You
haven't.
just made it worse.
Balloon.
We have multiple Oompa Loompas in the school. Okay?
Yeah, no, we've got several. Devin's just. I think we broke him.
I can just imagine like 10 years from now, I'm sitting in like the most important job interview of my entire life.
Oh, yeah, you
And even though I didn't say anything, they're just gonna be like, I saw you were associated with this.
You're associated with these
Oh
three
no!
nutcases.
Okay, the most likely person to get canceled out of the 3 of us is me, because I don't have a filter and I don't care.
And you put it online.
I'm the most likely person to go to jail out of any of us.
You know, you're the most likely to be arrested. You're the most likely to have a solo career actually recover if some big controversy goes down.
True.
Right? All 3 of us will probably wind up getting canceled at some
I thought
point.
you were gonna say arrested.
No.
No, those
He'll get arrested.
He'll get arrested.
Oh yeah.
Sean
My
might.
gold mine.
I might. Although that it'll be due to me being in a rage and just ready to just do a murder with a particular person.
Do a murder.
Like, right, but just I am doing murder. Like, just like, I don't know, man. This went off the rails really quick.
Yeah, it really did.
Sean.
Did you have anything else to talk about besides the Sonic game, or are we just kind of winging it?
I think we're just kind of winging it at this
I
point.
see you're a
We do
fan
what
of
we do
Titanic.
best.
I like that movie quite a bit, actually.
I feel like I knew that, but it still surprises me.
What, that I like Titanic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of does, actually.
I mean,
I've never seen it.
it's pretty
Yeah.
good, although there are There are two shots in particular with.
I know what you're
I
talking
know.
about.
So if we're ever in a room and and we're watching that together, I'm just gonna go titty warning.
Thank you for the
Titty
warning.
warning.
I appreciate it.
Oh yes,
So you
I
can
don't
turn.
clench my eyes.
So you can turn away and continue to be a good Christian boy.
Sean,
Thank you.
I
I
watched
appreciate that.
I watched that movie when I was 12. Yeah. It was
How?
fun.
That's not the worst thing to see when you're 12.
How is
Exactly.
it? Why does it not surprise me that he's seen it at a younger
Well,
age?
he played Arkham at 10s.
He played Arkham at 10, so 10 to 12.
What
I was
was the
9
death
years
toll
old.
of the Titanic? Like 1,500 people.
I was
Oh, I
completely
don't know.
fine to watch
I think we
rated
can
R
round that
movies.
up now to
Let me guess.
1,505
Let's see.
because of the
Cody
Ocean
at-
Gate submarine.
Cody at like age.
No.
Cody at
I
age
grew up
5.
watching horror movies.
No, Cody at age
Right.
5 watching Friday the 13th. That's probably what he did.
Bro.
What did I do?
Watch Friday the 13th at age 5.
Oh yeah.
He's like, how do I tell him?
How do I tell that fact?
How do I tell him that's entirely correct?
What? No.
What? Nah.
You just reminded
I
me
was
of the Mark
6.
Wahlberg clip. What? No.
I don't know what.
Okay.
Why is that?
I can see him saying.
No,
that,
you
though.
saying Mark Wahlberg
Mark
was remind me of the one TED clip where they're at like an improv club and they shout like.
You think what I'm thinking? You want to go down to the improv and yell sad suggestions? Hell yeah.
That was a really good Ted impression.
Yeah.
It really was.
That was really good.
You want to go down to the improv?
Yeah, let's
Improv.
It's
Let's
just,
do it.
It's just Peter Griffin, but
Oh
slightly
my
less
gosh!
exaggerated.
Is it?
It's Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. He actually.
It is literally just Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
I think he filmed Ted too. I know he worked on Ted. Like it was his movie.
What?
Ted. He worked on Ted.
Yeah.
It's like one of his like few movies that he actually had to work on.
He had like
think he
3
has
live
3.
action movies.
Yeah, he did Ted, Ted 2, and then like
Like 100
Ways to Die.
100 Ways to Die in the West.
No,
or
it's a
something.
million.
Oh.
1 Million Ways to
A
Die-
Million Ways to Die in the
1 Million
West.
Ways to Die in the West.
How far in are we, by the way?
I remember Liam
Around
Neeson
halfway.
playing that movie.
Around
like-
halfway?
We're at like 37 almost.
Oh, a little over halfway.
Yeah.
Quite a bit over halfway, actually.
I found out the other day that Liam Neeson made a cameo in a Simpsons episode.
Oh.
Liam Neeson made a cameo in Ted 2.
Well, yeah. But
And,
Like, if you've ever seen the clips where it's just like, I've been led to believe that these are exclusively for children.
I have not seen that.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm very unfamiliar with Ted.
These
too.
are for the tricks, the serial tricks. You know.
Oh,
Like the-
I think I have seen that.
I love that clip so much because it's just like,
Oh
like-
yes, because then Mark Wahlberg's like, no, yeah, everybody can eat them.
No, it's Ted.
Ted, okay.
like no,
okay.
everybody can eat them. I won't be followed. No.
No.
I won't be followed.
He's just,
Back to the improv thing. Why can I see us doing that?
we would do that. We 100% would do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see that.
I forget what he started with, but I know it was like
It's just like, all right, I need a historical event.
9/11.
9/11.
Yeah. And then they brought cancer up and other things.
Okay, I need a celebrity. Robin Williams. Okay, something else. Robin Williams on 9/11. The fact,
that's
okay,
great.
when did Robin Williams kill himself? Like 2014?
Yeah.
I don't think he killed himself, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did.
He hung
Yeah.
himself, dude.
No,
was
I
going through
didn't
some
know
serious
much
stuff.
about his
Mhm.
death.
Yeah,
Still sad.
it was around that
It's
time.
even more sad now.
I was gonna say 2011, but I think it was after that.
Yeah,
it's
no.
I was old. I was old enough to be
He,
like.
he
sentient
survived.
And know.
No,
He
'cause-
survived to make Night at the Museum 3, but I don't think he survived to the
Right.
premiere.
I do.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
do know he was at least alive enough to do the one Legend of Zelda remake.
Or the commercial, you
commercials.
mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was like, isn't his daughter named Zelda or something?
It is.
Yeah.
It
Oh, I
is.
don't know.
It literally is.
Yeah, his one daughter named Zelda.
No, but yeah,
After Zelda
but
from-
like Ted 2 came out in 2015. It was not that long after Robin Williams killed himself.
To be fair,
that's really,
like, no one, even like South Park, with what was it? Fuck, I can't remember his name now. Steve Irwin. They did like a joke about his death, pretty like
Okay.
like recently after he died.
Okay, Steve Irwin, like his entire show is just like, look at this animal. It's the most dangerous thing in the world. If I get alone with him, I'm gonna. Let's follow him. That didn't work out too well with the stingrays, did it, Steve?
Damn. No, his wife.
That's what
his
get- that's
his
what
widow's
gets
gonna
me.
come after us.
That's what
I
gets
don't
me
think she
canceled.
is.
She might.
I don't think she is.
She might come after us. You never know.
His son might.
I think
She's a daughter too.
four
Actually.
teenagers on the internet isn't gonna acquire the attention of Steve Irwin's
Yeah.
widow.
Well, yeah, now
She
4
might,
teenagers
she
get averaging, what's the most viewed one at? Like 103 views, which is small taters in YouTube.
I don't even remember what it is. I'll have to check. I think it's like episode 2. I think it's still.
All right, I'm not gonna look at that right now because we're doing.
I've got a
it.
good-
We'll
No,
check
it's-
later.
We'll check later. We'll
I've
check
got
right
a
after
good
this.
YouTube series we can do. Get banned in every single country but the United States.
We're already banned in 3.
So what do we do?
Okay,
Just
actually.
utilize.
I'm not sure.
Yes,
I was gonna say.
We might be banned in North Korea.
When I did make
Well,
YouTube videos, you could like look at the demographics of who was watching it,
Yes.
and it was obviously like almost entirely Americans,
right.
but there was a tiny like sliver of a percent that was Japanese.
What?
Whoa!
I was just like,
What Japanese
you know what's
person's
weird?
watching?
I don't
the
know. These
12
English videos of a middle schooler.
Right.
It's weird. I can't. For some reason, it won't show me other languages, but it will or other places. It will only show me U.S. It's like 42.
And I like. and
42%. What's the other?
I don't know.
What's the other?
It won't
What?
let me see.
58%.
It won't let me see.
We need to find these things out.
I can tell.
Why are they hiding it from?
Why are they doing?
After this, I can show you like the results for ages.
You know, he said.
It
He
is.
sent it to me. Like you sent a screenshot to
Yeah,
me.
I know I did. There is like an odd amount of like 65-plus-year-olds watching.
Oh my god.
Like one
How
point.
many of them are actually 65-plus-year-olds, or
And-
are they just like 10-year-olds that set their age to a really high number?
Right,
don't
yeah,
think
no,
it
that's
on
what I'm
YouTube?
thinking. Like a
It
similar
has to
thing
be
with like
that.
the 18 to 24, because how
Yeah.
much of that is actually 18, and how much
Well, to
of
be
that is
fair-
people that set it so that they don't
Well,
get like things
Sean, to be
blocked.
fair, most of them are like from our school.
Right,
And they,
So they would
they,
be.
they
which that makes sense.
would be around our age, which
Right.
would be 18 to 24.
Right, or like 17 to like 23 or something.
16 to 18.
Yeah,
And to be fair, I think this isn't 65, but one of the older ones would probably be affected by my cousin, because I know, weirdly enough, he found our videos, because he watched the one where, I think it's the one where we pointed the guns at each other during the Christmas one, I think.
oh,
And he watched that one, and I'm like, dear God, why are you watching this? Please get off.
There's a particular student, he's, Devin, you know.
Do you
who
really
this
want
one
to say
is.
this online?
He's a particularly, well, I mean, I have problems with him. I'm not going to say
Yeah,
that
but
online.
does the whole internet need to know about it?
Can I just say, is this the one
No.
you
Do 65 people need to know about it?
So you know who I'm talking about, this particularly tall,
but-
okay.
Is it the one you hit with the binder?
There's been the one I almost hit with the binder, I missed.
Oh, no, that's right, you missed.
But, like, a couple of times he's just, like, whenever, and it's always whenever a new episode of this comes out, he just likes to blast it right at the beginning of food science. And it's not like I think what we're making is cringy. I know it's not great, because we don't have multiple camera angles and we're working off of an overhead incandescent light. But
And we're on a phone.
Actually,
screen.
4 incandescent.
whatever.
I looked right at it. And then
yeah, that operate off of one switch. So essentially just an incandescent light.
Yeah.
And, like being recorded on a phone in a double wide trailer.
And I
from
forgot.
one angle.
And I forgot to bring my mic. So.
Without a microphone. Thank God it's not my phone, because I uploaded a solo video recently talking about why 1973 was the
I got that
greatest year.
recommended to me.
Are you shitting me right
Yo!
now?
I don't know how. I thought it was on this channel.
No.
That's how it got recommended to me.
No, that's me.
Huh.
that was my
I
own
saw it.
solo
I'm like,
thing.
Sean.
Do you have your own YouTube channel, Sean?
I do.
He does.
All right.
We're not gonna-
If we're gonna
know
dox
the name.
anything, it's got to be your YouTube channel.
I mean,
Yeah.
my stuff was made significantly more recently than your stuff.
Oh yeah. I haven't uploaded anything in like
At least 8 years.
no, maybe 6. Because there was some times.
There was like
later
the
middle
state
school.
from Jake Farm.
Yeah,
That's
that was the
most
last
recent
one. That was the last one.
Although some of those thumbnails are 2016 ass.
Oh my gosh, I know.
With like the Trump in the thumbnail.
Wait, why is there?
There's one where
We
Trump
were-
is in the thumbnail.
It was a Terraria video, and we were just talking, and Donald Trump came up because it's 2016. What are you going to talk about? It's Donald
Exactly.
Trump.
Like when you're
Nothing
12.
like super political, just like what 12-year-olds would talk about
About
Donald
in
Trump,
2016.
like making funny impressions. And
Like,
I am Donald T. Trump.
all right, listen, folks. I'm a great president. I've been told I'm the greatest. That's not what I say. That's
I've
what
met a
people
lot of
say.
presidents. I'm one of the best.
I'm one of the best. Is what they tell me.
Not my words. Not mine.
I'm not gonna lie, this reminds me of a joke I told Skylar earlier.
Run to
Skylar, you guys gotta have
sanctimonious.
Skylar on here.
We gotta.
I brought up with him. He doesn't really want to do it.
No?
You
I'm
think?
surprised.
No, he's. I think last time I talked to him about it, he's like he doesn't want to do it because he's afraid that him and Sean will get into a political debate.
It's me. Of course we are.
But
Just agree beforehand not to touch that.
This reminds me of a joke I told him. This is during, I think, Martin Luther King's Day. Or around that. I, Donald J. Trump, have a dream of a beautiful wall.
That is great.
Oh, that's the best kind of fucked. I love that. That was just sitting there like, oh boy.
It's funny because he actually laughed at it.
You're trying not to.
I'm just smiling.
You're just smiling. You clearly found it somewhat amusing.
I feel like Mr. Moyer, like sometimes you tell a joke and he just like
He just smiles.
he doesn't think it's funny, but he just smiles.
He
just
smiles
like-
to encourage you.
Like, as long as it's nothing bad.
Well, yeah, you know he's a teacher. He's got to lay down the law sometimes. But
The law.
Yeah, it's just sometimes I wish he would do it. What?
What?
With this.
All right,
Particular
let's
enemy.
get out of that topic and let's go find another one.
I agree with Cody. What kind of crimes have you committed lately?
Jaywalking, attempted murder.
Jaywalking!
Attempted murder.
I think attempted murder's higher up on that list there, bud.
I've thought about it. That's all.
Jaywalking.
Planned murder. Okay, no, okay.
Planned murder.
I've never committed a murder. Okay, never will. Definitely not.
Good. Great.
Good.
You did the bare minimum.
That's the minimum you can ask
You
for
did the
as
bare
a
minimum.
human being.
Future might change in the future.
Guys,
but-
I'm a pretty good person, okay?
I've never murdered a single
I'm a
person.
pretty swell guy.
yeah.
The measure of being a good person is not doing the bare minimum.
Not.
You can say
No,
you can say I'm a family
It's doing
guy.
more than the bare.
Yeah,
minimum.
that's a better way to word what I just
There
said.
we go.
Doing more than the bare minimum.
Oh, like the other day, the new home ec teacher, we were talking about something. Like, there's like this online course thing that we have to do for the class. It's like an exam. And she's like having like trouble, and she was having trouble giving it to us or something, but she just goes, I don't know. We should probably stop beating a horse to death. And,
That sounds
You're
like
so
fun.
close.
But
You're
anyway.
so close to the right
and to
saying.
which I responded, do you mean beating a dead horse? I think the point of the expression is that the horse is
It's
already
already
dead
dead.
and you're continuing to beat it. Like,
Beat it some more.
like, oh no, there was a legendary moment. I'll tell you who the substitute was later, although it is the one that's afraid of raisins.
Oh, I already
So,
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I like her though.
like, okay, you know, it's nothing bad, but at one point I was like, I don't know what we were talking about. I don't remember the entire conversation exactly, but it was talking about, like, I think somebody said Sean's in his Joker era, and I said I am a joke, and then the substitute went, yes, you are, Sean, which I think she heard Joker. I think she heard me say Joker, but damn, was it funny.
Okay, actually,
That's funny.
since you brought up the racing sphere, so if you remember the kid I was talking about earlier that who she paired me up with over and over again in 6th grade, he actually had a bag of raisins one
yeah.
year. Were you in that class?
I was in that class.
Oh, and she was substituting for our math class. He just chucked at her desk, and she was like,
Okay,
I might not have been in the class.
I have
with that.
one that's much tamer. I have
Much too.
I don't think I was in
one
that
with
class,
with
but,
raisins much tamer. But last year she subbed in for geometry, and the hilarious thing is she's better at teaching geometry than the guy who is currently teaching
She
geometry.
still teaches college algebra or something.
Right.
college?
Like not full time, but it's like
All right, no, but like here's the thing: she's better at it than the guy they have doing it there full time.
that used to be her classroom.
I know. But like one day, like somebody had like an empty thing of raisins, and she went out to the bathroom or something, and there was nobody else in the room. So I just and he just hands it to me, and he goes, "Put this on her desk," and I was like, so I did
That's
it.
terrible.
And she no,
Sean admits to
but she sits down and goes, and starts laughing.
I know what we need to
It
do
starts
first.
loud, okay.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
what we need to
So
do
I-
for senior prank. Just make sure she's in a classroom. Everybody
This
lines in.
this senior prank's very dependent on her being there.
No,
I'm
I'm thinking we should get like a bunch of those used car lot things.
That's what I brought up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I brought it up to you. That was my idea.
Oh yeah.
I
think
had
we were
that idea.
both brainstorming this at the same time.
We were brainstorming a lot of ideas together.
You know, but
and
like get a
that's what
bunch
I
of those
thought
like
of.
used car lot
I like
balloon
that.
things and put
Oh,
them
yeah.
at teachers' desks.
Like inflate them fully in the room.
Yeah.
I really want to see all the reactions. That's the thing. I want to see all of them, but I'm not gonna be able to see all of them.
Put them in the principal's office. I think he would find
Oh,
that
he'd
amusing.
love that.
He'd
He
find
would
that
love that.
amusing.
The biggest problem is how are we gonna get in the school to do it, though.
We can find
Surely
a
you
way.
have some teachers' kids in your class, don't you?
I think.
I don't think we do.
I think. Oh, I can't say his name. 'Cause we can't keep doxing people, but
Yeah.
Oh, I think yeah.
someone in the grade below us, his grandmother has a key, so we can probably borrow that to get in.
And I think you have to clear your pranks with administration anyway, so you could probably get someone to let you in.
Right. Which,
Yeah.
you know, if you have to clear with administration, then it's not a prank.
But to be
Well.
fair, I mean, teachers won't know, so.
Except for the cameras that are all over the building.
They're not gonna see the camera, not all of them.
Somebody can.
Teachers won't.
Just put tape over top of them.
Oh, that you're making it worse now. I wanted to hire a mariachi band for a senior prank.
Why didn't you do that?
But Devin,
We waited too long. and then
Nathan's
we
a
had to
friggin'
do-
square,
Darn.
so...
He said he didn't want to be involved with it, but he didn't tell us not to do anything.
Ah.
He didn't want to be involved in planning it. He was involved in the prank, though.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean...
Honestly,
I
most of
get
the recent
that.
pranks have sucked, honestly.
Well-
Most of the recent pranks for senior pranks have sucked.
Yeah, I didn't really like ours. It was fun to make, but
Didn't you guys do the QR code?
we made a parody of "Never Gonna Give You Up," but I forget what we called it.
I need
And then
to
we
see
changed
this.
the lyrics to be about Greenwood.
Oh.
Oh,
Why would you say where we went to school, dude?
We
just got doxed.
We tried to stop the
I
dogs.
doxed everyone.
And we just doxed ourselves again.
Been doxed. Thank you. You can censor that.
He doesn't know how to. All right, yeah.
No, but if he does censor it, then the video is going to be uploaded in 4x3
It is true.
because of his editing software.
True.
I have editing software on my laptop.
Is that holdover from your original YouTube channel?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god!
The
Okay.
software is outdated by, I was going to say 4 years, but it's from 2016.
That's about 8 years there, bud.
Yep.
I'm gonna be fair.
But it still works. I
Well,
didn't use it.
Sean, to be fair, we actually have technically doxed our school before by accident.
Yes.
Well,
You
by
want
filming there.
Not even that. Remember, one time both me and Cody have wore Greenwood shirts.
Oh yeah, never mind then.
Yeah.
And I actually am wearing a different shirt.
I'm off the hook. Yeah, we go to Messiah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we go.
You see, I like to keep it classy with the band shirts. Cause,
Don't worry.
and this is for Genesis, by the way. Prog era Genesis, not 80s pop terrible
Never
Genesis.
lollipop bag, by the way.
By the
Give
way,
me
I
that.
have heard all 15 of Genesis's studio albums.
Cool flex. Alright.
Weird flex, but okay. Nobody cares, Devin. I care, because it's my kind of music. I like weird prog rock, because I'm a wackadoo. What the Oh, it's a cat toy. It's
Big
another...
platypus.
You just.
A platypus.
Dad.
Perry the platypus. A platypus. Perry the platypus.
A platypus plumber? Perry the platypus plumber? Perry the platypus! And it's collapsing. It's collapsing. This was basically the entirety of the episode we had to scrap, by the way.
No,
Alright.
that one got a little more violent.
It got a little more
Let's not,
violent.
let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
That one will forever be scrapped.
Here's the thing. Me saying something racist was far from the only reason we scrapped that episode.
Don't bring that up, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just move
Probably
on.
shouldn't have brought that up.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah. To be fair.
Like, hey, at least I admit that I said something racist.
Will you admit it's wrong?
I do admit it's wrong. I'm not going to admit that wasn't funny.
Wow.
Oh, you gotta start somewhere.
Only
I
6
mean,
minutes left. Wow.
What?
Yeah, it's almost an hour.
Holy shit. This went actually really well.
It's really
What,
fast too.
It's almost as if we're getting better at doing these.
Wow.
Who would have ever
inconceivable.
thought?
Character development.
This is a canon event. Devin just looked at me with
That's a
the
great title.
utmost look of a murder I have ever seen this man make.
That's a great.
I was
title.
gonna say,
And very few things irritate this man.
Oh, it didn't irritate me. It was just like.
I was gonna say, 'cause if you want to see murder's face, look at that guy.
You're the most likely to do a murder. Like,
That is true. Followed by either one of us.
I would most likely accidentally do murder. Just in a fit of rage. So
I'm still here.
Controller disconnected.
Oh God. So Devin, how would you rate your experience on the Dorkies
I
podcast?
had a good time, honestly. We always had something to talk about. There was never like a lull.
Yeah, no. Apart from like just a minute ago there, right?
Yeah, the awkward pause after somebody
You
said
know,
something.
and I had a mild stroke, but because I pulled a Joe Biden and started a sentence without knowing where it was gonna go.
Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where I'm going with it, and I just hope the conversation will flow out of my mouth.
Okay, Michael Scott.
Conversation. I'm glad somebody got that. Every time I say that, people think I'm saying it. But no, it's an office quote.
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
I want to rewatch
Like-
that.
Like something's wrong inside my brain, dude. On the right side there's nothing left, and on the left side there's nothing right. Like that's a pretty good dad
I
joke.
like that one.
You have to think about that one for a minute.
I like that.
So it's been a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
This might it's between this, the FNAF review, and the Super Colon. That's the best episode probably so far.
I
Yeah.
think Super Colon is actually our most viewed one, actually.
Might be. Well, that's because you of that title. When you see the Super Colon, think the only thing that would have gotten more views on that is me talking about my galvanized asshole or
Well,
my
to be
galvanized
fair,
sphincter.
To be fair,
Devin,
the episode
remember
is...
the quote of galvanized sphincter.
I don't remember. I remember Nathan saying "ironclad cheeks."
John, to be fair with that episode is literally called The Dorkies vs.
Okay,
Greg Kefley,
definitely.
the Ballistic Missile, and Super Colon.
Colons. Yeah, no,
That
but,
episode was crazy.
right, no, but
A lot going
Like,
on
to
in the title.
to explain
That title was long enough.
explain the galvanized sphincter thing, I wind up needing to hold craps for extended periods of time a lot. That's what winds up happening there. So I will
Without context.
without context.
What I say without context is weird.
That one
In
might
context, it's weird.
in context is weird.
With and without.
This is why I'm most likely to get canceled. I don't care. Like so. I wondered what the hell happened.
the couch.
The cats will drag it out if it is. Like, but what are we looking at? 57.
All right.
57:30.
Just
Final topic of the day. What should it be?
You remember that episode of Good Mythical Morning? It was like April Fool's Day, and they just sat in silence for 15 minutes.
No,
Yes.
because I haven't watched Good Mythical Morning in a decade.
Oh, they made that episode a long time ago. I don't
Okay.
watch it. I haven't watched it.
I remember the Good Mythical Morning I remember watching a lot of the Willets, like the Willet Burger, Willet Chocolate.
Is that the one
We
with
should just sit in
Lincoln?
silence.
No,
No.
that's bad content.
Is that the
I think
channel
it's
with
one of the
like
most viewed
Lincoln?
videos.
Rhett and Link, yeah.
Yeah.
They owned Smosh for a while there.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, I did know that,
I
I
did.
think. And then he bought it back from him.
They,
Yeah.
you know, Ian and Anthony, they came back together, and I think
It's
the
so
views
weird.
have shot up.
It's weird to think about. Like, when they came back after that, some people left. A lot of people left actually.
Huh.
Like not like from Smosh, just like in general. Like
Yeah.
Matt, Pat.
Yeah,
Apparently others have left. I don't.
no,
watch
it's
those
weird.
others
Yeah.
much.
like
But yeah, it's like when they regained their part of their era of it. Those ones decided to end their era.
it's a sad note. Everything kind of has to come to an end, even YouTube channels.
Yeah. It's kind of the way the cookie crumbles, if you think about it.
This is very depressing.
It's a philosophy
And on that
podcast
depressing
now.
note, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I'm Sean,
I'm Tyler.
And I'm good. You
And
make
this
me
is-
regret life sometimes, Sean. Goodbye.
and this has been our special guest Devin, and we will see you in the next one.
I won't.
Oh, well, he won't.
He
Us three will. Cody, what are you doing?
Cody's out.
All right.
Good. All right.
We replaced Cody with Devin now.
Okay. Okay. To quote Markiplier, bye bye.
And that's just the third.